Chairman Virginia Fox, I believe, appropriately began this hearing about how serious this is, that the Iran puppets of Hamas have victimized the world, including here in the United States. And it's shocking, as we include people who have been affected, it should be Paul Kessler of California, who was murdered by a professor supporting Hamas as he was demonstrating peacefully on behalf of the people of Israel. And so we have victims right in our country of murder in California. With that in mind, and I say this respectfully to each of the university professors here today, without any explanation, I would like the answer, and it should be a percentage of conservatives, and that is you each rightfully promote diversity and inclusion of race and gender with percentages available. That is available at your universities. What is the percentage of conservative professors at your institutions? I only want to know the percent of conservatives. What is the number, Dr. President Gay?
Thank you, Congressman. So I can't provide you that statistic because it's not data that we collect, but I will say that we try to draw our talent to Harvard from...
And hey, we've got to race ahead, please. I want more. I just want to know, what is the percentage of conservative professors at Harvard?
I do not have that statistic. We don't collect that data. That concerns me. And President McGill, what are the percentage of conservative professors allowed to teach at your institution?
Representative, I strongly believe in a wide variety of perspectives. We do not track that information, so I can't give that to you.
Okay, no, none. I got the message. And President Kornbluth, what is the percentage of conservative professors at MIT?
We do not document people's political views, but conservatives are welcome to teach on our campus.
And I think this is so sadly and shamefully revealing that there's no diversity and inclusion of intellectual thought. And the result of that is anti-Semitism. And you can study with government money all you want to, Doctor, but it's due to illiberalism that has taken over the country. And you might look into that when you get your next government grant. With that in mind, the barbaric mass murder on October 7th by Iran puppets Hamas invading Israel, trained by war criminal Putin, has shockingly revealed that many college campuses are sickeningly anti-Semitic. This is defending the maniacal Hamas agenda. The Hamas agenda is in their covenant of August 1988. I hope you read it, because it says in Article 7, I'll take you, you don't have to read the whole thing, kill the Jews. What that means is death to Israel, death to America. And to have that presented is disgusting. Sadly, college campuses have descended from coveted citadels of intellectual freedom to illiberal sewers of intolerance and bigotry. Diversity and inclusion are a George Orwell 1984 implementation, as we see, excluding conservative thought. The solution for closed-minded intolerance on campuses is obvious: to liberate academia from denial of free speech, respecting the First Amendment. There should be diversity and inclusion of more conservative academics overcoming today's blatant discrimination. With that in mind, Dr. McGill, I've received questions from really wonderful students at the University of Pennsylvania who are in a state of shock about the state of the university. And you say the university has introduced a plan to combat anti-Semitism, yet we hear of more incitement and intimidation of Jewish students at Penn. Do you understand that having policies means nothing if you don't implement them? And how many students or faculty have been removed or disciplined under your policies? What is the average time for action on student conduct or other policies? Conclude, you can get this back to me later. What are you enforcing? At a pro-Hamas Penn protest, President Huda Fakhreddin and faculty member Ahmad al-Mallah were seen enthusiastically clapping in support of the speaker as he shouted, "Go back to Moscow, Brooklyn, blanking Berlin, where you came from," end of quote. Has any action been taken to address Professor Fakhreddin and Professor Ahmad al-Mallah's support of this insightful and intimidating speech? How are Jewish students in Fakhreddin's classes supposed to receive fair treatment when she endorses hatred? And I'll introduce that. And also, I'm going to conclude by another question. How in the world can y'all now have a class on resistance literature from pre-Islamic Arabia featuring a person who is with the terrorist organization PFLF? We'll present this to you. Thank you.